Brothers and sisters, I'm Danny Donohue, and I'm here today to tell you I'm running for president of AFSCME, the international that we belong to. I'm a rank and file leader. I've come up through the ranks. I understand how great AFSCME really is, but I also understand it's time for a change that really will mean something to this union, a change from the way we've been doing business over the last 30 years to where we have to go in the future for every one of our members. It's time for that change, and I'm running to make it happen.
Sisters and brothers, I am Alice Goff, and I was honored to be asked to run for Secretary-Treasurer of AFSCME to partner with Danny Donohue. From the very first time I met him, I was very comfortable with him. His easygoing personality, his openness, his willingness to listen and take advice and take to heart the concerns of the members of the people with whom he works.
I started my career as a truck driver. I've worked in a psych center. I've worked for 30 years. I've moved up in my union. I became the leader of the largest entity inside of AFSCME.
I am the president of Local 3090. We represent the clerical and support services employees in the city of Los Angeles. I am also the president of District Council 36, the Southern California body where we have 49 locals and a retiree chapter.
I chose Alice Goff to be my secretary-treasurer because I know Alice brings integrity, positive attitude. She's a rank and filer who's been out there in the field, who understands what's going on.
I started in the city of Los Angeles, the police department, as a clerk typist, promoted through the ranks to a police service representative, that is a 911 dispatcher. And it was in that position that I saw a steward in action. And so I too got bit by the union bug.
I have to compliment the people who have been running our union for the last 30 years. Jerry McEntee has led our union from days that were tough, and he did the best job he could in the time that he was here. But in the end, where we are now, times have changed. We know that things have to be different. We know that the last 30 years are the last 30 years. Where we're going in the future is really what counts.
Our campaign is about opening up the discussion about the future of our union. Once this is over, where will we be? How do we move forward? What's best for our members?
We're now in a pivotal time, a time when things are changing, a time when the dramatic issues that we're facing every day have to be fought for.
The daily threats of furloughs being implemented or being added to, in some cases, the threats of layoffs.
We know that the attacks that have been occurring around the country on public workers have to be stopped. But more importantly, we also know that they have to be prevented from ever starting. We can't just be there when the fight is on. We have to be there before the fight to make sure the public understands where we're going, to make sure they understand the value of public service and what we do every day. We're the workforce that nobody recognizes until we're not there. We're not there to take care of their children. We're not there to take care of their parents in nursing homes. We're not there to help the schools. We're not there to plow the roads. It is up to us to remind them of the value of public service. It's time to face the reality. The world is changing. We have to change our union and make it better and stronger.
If the members put their trust in me and elect me as Secretary-Treasurer of this union, my commitment, my promise is that the dues dollars will be spent wisely.
Basic things I want to do as president of AFSCME is to change the way we do business across this union, from the councils and the locals, from the way the members themselves really have a voice. I want to give the members a greater voice in what we do. I want more transparency in what we do and accountability on the part of the union. But I want the union to be creative. I want us to be flexible. I want us to be out there doing the jobs that are necessary, not just to protect the jobs that we have, but to give our members hope that there is a future for them. We know that this union can only be strong if all of us are working together at every level of the union. This is not one man running the union. It never has been. What's made AFSCME great and strong has never been the leaders sitting at some of the tables. It's been the members that we represent across this country.
Before I was even asked to run for Secretary-Treasurer of this union, I held the belief that our union needed to really reflect the makeup of our union. Here we are, predominantly women, and you do not see that diversity. It is not reflected in our top offices are elected positions in leadership roles, not only at the international level, but across the country. And I know that there are competent, strong, ready to work, ready to lead women out there in our union.
When I get elected president, there are 4 issues we're going to take care of immediately. 1 is to get President Obama re-elected. 2 is to rethink our political posture and what we're doing across the country. 3 is to look at the accountability and accessibility of what we do every day in the union. 4 is to look at the organizing, with special emphasis on how we can make it more effective to protect our members across this country.
Organizing will be a priority. It is not something that we will just talk about, we will do it, just as was done in Council 36 when we recently organized 1,100 deputy district attorneys, a group that you would not ordinarily believe would want to be within the union, but saw the need. This is one of the largest organizing victories in recent years within AFSCME.
I think resources to local councils and local unions have to be looked at and have to be changed, because it's just not always money. How can we help you when you have a contract dispute? How can we help you when you need research on different issues? How can we help you when there's safety and health problems out there? How can we provide all of the tools that you need at the closest level to the members, at the local level, at the council level? We always are out there with money when we need it, but we have to be there with a lot more than money, because our members' needs are a lot different than just money. I will guarantee democracy inside of our union by giving the members a greater voice, greater impact on what can go on in our union. All you can ever do with our members is say to them, it's your union and we have to stand together. I can't make people stand up for themselves, but when we do, you will change this union, and I will be there to make sure everybody has the ability to stand up and make sure their voice is heard. The distinction between me and my opposition is that I'm a rank and filer. I understand what it's like to be out in that trench, to be out there working every day with members who are afraid of what can happen to them. They're afraid of what the politicians will do to them. They're afraid of what the economy means. I'm not sitting in an office in Washington trying to talk to senators and presidents about what can happen. I'm out with the members where they see what happens, where they feel the economic bite, and they understand that they want a union that represents them, a union that can speak for them and to their issues.
Please take the time to know who we are and give us the opportunity to earn your vote and your support.
We really do need you to be involved. It's up to you. We need the opportunity for you to give us a chance to win your vote. We need the opportunity to be able to say to you, your voice really matters.
Our campaign is about unifying this union. One AFSCME means just that.
With your help and your cooperation, we can get out there and make AFSCME even stronger and better than it's ever been.